Welcome back to our patcher, and in this short tutorial I will introduce a couple of new objects, including counter, which counts the number, and metro, which sends out a bank, triggers another object, let's say. So let's use our previous patch and delete what we don't need so far. We can keep our print object in order to be able to debug. So the object I wanted to introduce is a counter. Another object I wanted to introduce is a metro. Now, if I need to send some bank every certain interval, I have here a suggestion for the interval number. So the number it would send out a bank would be a millisecond. So let's say I want to send out a bank every 1 second. It means I need an interval 1000 in here. So now I have a couple of objects and I want to send metro to the counter so it counts. Now in order to start counting I need to activate metro, and perhaps for the outputting the counting I would need to connect to the print object. So you remember we used a object called toggle. I just pressed the key T, and I have here an object called toggle. So if I would connect to the metro, I will be able to turn the metronome on or off. So if I click on lock now, and if I go to play modus, I now can click either on or off. In this case, I don't have anything because the counter doesn't output anything, and in order to output it, we can use print. So now again, lock the patcher and I click on toggle. So now we have calculated numbers. They go endlessly in this case. So in order to make more sense for our counter, we can count, for example, up to 8 and start counting anew. So in order to count to a certain number, we would need to write this attribute to the counter object. It suggests to write in some integer number. In this case, I write 8 because I want to count it up to 8. So now let's see what we have. It starts counting from 0 and goes up to 8, and again 0 and goes up to 8. So what can we do now with these? So let's say I want to have a bank always when it counts up to 2 and then it counts up to 7. So in this case I would use another object which is called select, and if I want to select the counted number 2 I add some attributes. So it would be 2, and another attribute would be, let's say, 4, and one more attribute, number would be 7. So now I have different outputs, and if I mouse over one output, I see it banks if input matches 2, it banks if input matches 4, if input matches 7, and if input doesn't match anything. So in order to see what it this. Let's use now message boxes and connect to the right inlet. So I use for all the 4 outlets message boxes. So let's connect also our counter. So if you don't have anything, it outputs in here. Otherwise, it outputs in our boxes. So 8, 0, 1, 2 matches. So I got bank in here. Okay. So now, in order to have some output, we wouldn't use now left inlet, but we need to use left inlet, not the right inlet, but left inlet in order to have some output in here. So let's connect now our wires to the left inlet, and let's leave our third outlet connected to the right inlet, so we see the difference. And in order to see if it works or not, we can use our bank buttons connected in here. One more bank in here, and one more bank in here. Let's see how it works in this case. So if it calculates 2, so see, bank, 4, bank, 7, nothing comes in. So it means that in order to be able to see also the bank 7, we need to connect our wire to the left inlet. Bank. Bank. So that's it for this short tutorial about counting.